Hello students, today we are going to start 12th chemistry unit first, that is solutions. In this unit we will study about the various types of solutions, right? And in this chapter, first of all I will introduce you about the syllabus which we have to discuss in this chapter solution. In this chapter we will learn about the introduction about solution. We will learn about the types of solutions such as solid solutions, liquid solutions and gaseous solutions. Solid solutions will be of further three types, that is solid in solid solution, liquid in solid solution and gas in solid solution. It depends on the physical state of the components, right? Similar way, in liquid solutions we have solid in liquid solution, we have liquid in liquid solution, we have to learn about gas in liquid solutions, right? This is the mind map of the whole chapter, right? In the similar way, in gaseous solutions we have solid in gas solution, liquid in gas solution and gas in gas solution, right? These all types of solutions we will be learn one by one in detail, right? First of all, I am introducing you with the syllabi of this chapter, right? After these types of solutions, we will deal about the concentration terms like mass by volume percentage, mass percentage, parts per million, ppm, mole fraction, molality and normality, right? After completing the concentration terms, we will move towards the vapor pressure, right? And in the vapor pressure topic, we will study about a law which was given by Raoults, known as Raoults law. In Raoults law, we will deal about the solubility, right? We will deal with the solubility of gas in liquid, right? We will deal about the solubility, for example solid in liquids, right? Solubility of solid in liquids, we will discuss the factors of effect of pressure and effect of temperature, right? In this effect of temperature, we will study about endothermic reaction, how solubility increases, right? And exothermic reaction, how solubility decreases. We will discuss in detail all these one by one, right? In Raoults law, we have to deal with ideal solutions as well as non-ideal solutions, right? Ideal solution will be a further two types, non-ideal solutions showing positive deviation and showing negative deviation, right? And in the solubility of gas in liquid, we will study some effects like effect of temperature, right? And effect of pressure, right? Increased with that is solubility of gas in liquid increase with increase in pressure. And here we will study one law, that is Henry's law, right? We will study it, right, and its applications. After completing this Raoults law and the solubility, we will move towards the colligative properties, which is very important topic of this chapter, right? And in colligative properties, we will deal these four types of colligative properties, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure, freezing point depression, boiling point elevation and osmotic pressure. These are the four colligative properties which we will learn in this chapter in detail, right? And after completing this colligative properties topic, finally we will study about the abnormal molar mass, in which we will study about the two cases, association of solute and dissociation of solute. तो बच्चों, इस जो सोल्यूशन चैप्टर है इसका हमने आपको ओवरव्यू बताया सिलेबस में कि इस चैप्टर में हमने जो है टाइप्स ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस को स्टडी करना है, फिर हमने कंसंट्रेशन टर्म्स को स्टडी करना है, फिर हमने राउट्स लॉ को डिटेल में स्टडी करना है, सॉल्युबिलिटी पढ़ना है, इसके फैक्टर्स पढ़ने हैं, हेनरीज लॉ पढ़ना हमको, उसके बाद हमने कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज़ पढ़ना है, जिसके अंदर हमने आपको 4 कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज़ के नाम जो हैं बताए, और एबनॉर्मल मोलर मास जो है इस चैप्टर का लास्ट टॉपिक रहेगा, राइट। तो हम जो है यहाँ से आगे मूव करते हैं, आप जो है समझने की कोशिश करते हैं। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सॉल्यूशन? सो सॉल्यूशंस क्या होते हैं? सॉल्यूशंस आर द होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर ऑफ टू और मोर केमिकली नॉन रिएक्टिंग सब्सटेंसेस हुज कंपोजिशन कैन बी वेरीड विद इन सर्टेन लिमिट्स। तो सॉल्यूशंस जो हैं ये होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर होते हैं, ये जो है टू कंपोनेंट से मिलके भी बने हो सकते हैं, टू और मोर कंपोनेंट से मिलके भी बने हो सकते हैं, बट इन द मिक्सचर नो केमिकल रिएक्शन टेक्स प्लेस। जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं ये आपस में रिएक्ट नहीं करते हैं, दे सिंपली जस्ट मिक्स विद ईच अदर, राइट। एंड द कंपोजिशन ऑफ दिस मिक्सचर कैन बी वेरीड, हम जो है इस कंपोजिशन जो है वेरी कर सकते हैं, चेंज कर सकते हैं with certain limits, right? So now what is the importance of solution, right? Solutions के क्या importance है in our daily life? Their importance depends on their composition. For example, if we talk about brass, it is a homogeneous mixture which is made up of copper and zinc, right? Next, that is German silver. It is also an alloy which is made up of these three metals: copper, zinc and nickel. Bronze is alloy which is made up of copper and tin, right? And we use these alloys in our daily life, right? These are the examples of solid solutions, right? For example, if we talk about fluoride ion concentration in water, if the concentration of fluoride ion in water is 1 ppm, it can prevent tooth decay, right? If we increase the concentration of fluoride ion, for example 1.5 ppm, ppm is parts per million, which we will further study in detail in the concentration terms, right? If we increase the concentration of fluoride ion in water, it can cause the teeth to become colored, right? And if we further increase this concentration, it can act as poison, right? For example, sodium fluoride, which we use as a poison for rats. Remember this. Okay. Solutions of intravenous injections are always dissolved in water containing salts at particular ionic concentration, and that ionic concentration it should match with the blood plasma, right? So we can here realize how important the solutions are in our daily life, and other so many solutions, right? Now we will talk about the components of solution. Solutions are made up of two components, solute and solvent. Solute is present in less quantity and solvent is present in large quantity, and solvent it decides the physical state of the solution, right? Remember this. Solvent is always one, solute may be two, it may be three, and so on, right? Binary solution which is made up of two components, for example sugar solution which is made up of sugar and water, right? You can write here example sugar solution, salt solution, right? Ternary solution it is made up of three components, right? If we add lemon to the sugar solution, it will become ternary solution, right? Similarly, if the solution is made up of four components, we will call it quaternary solution, and in the same way made up of five components, that will be known as quintet solution. But in our syllabus we have to talk only about the binary solution, and we will discuss all the topics with the help of binary solution. It is mentioned in syllabus, right? Now aqueous solutions, those solutions in which solvent is water, right? They are known as aqueous solutions. For example sugar solution, right, in which we have used water as the solvent. Non-aqueous solution, solvent is other than water. Solvent it may be benzene, right? Solvent may be benzene. Solvent may be benzene. It may be ether. It may be carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. Okay. Now saturated solution, these are those solutions in which no extra solute can be dissolved, right? In which no extra solute can be dissolved. Unsaturated solutions, it is the opposite of saturated solution in which extra solute can be dissolved, right? And supersaturated, if we heat the solution, if we heat up the saturated solution, now some extra solute can be dissolved to this solution at higher temperature, that solution will become supersaturated. But this solution is unstable. Why this is unstable? Because when we cool down the supersaturated solution, the extra solute dissolved can be separated out. That's why it is unstable, right? And it can be made at high temperature, by that is simply by changing the conditions, right? Now types of solutions, depending upon the physical state of component, components of the solution. These are of three types: gaseous solution, liquid solution and solid solution. Gaseous solution, those solutions in which solvent is gas. क्या कहेंगे हम? solvent क्या होगा यहाँ पे? gas होगा. liquid solutions, those solutions in which solvent is liquid. solvent क्या होगा? liquid होगा. solute वो solid भी हो सकता है, liquid भी, gas भी, तीनों cases में. and in solid solutions solvent क्या होगा? solvent जो होगा वो solid form में होगा, right? and solute it may be solid, liquid or gas. Now we'll discuss solid solutions. First of all, definition: solutions in which solvent is solid and the solute may be solid, liquid or gas. On that basis, solid solutions are of three types. Here we will write solute, here we will write solvent, and here is example. Solvent we will take in all these three cases. Solvent will be solid, solute we will change solid, liquid, gas. Now this is solid in solid solution in which both the components solute as well as solvent are liquid. This is known as solid in solid solution. Example is alloys. जैसे मैंने पहले बताया, ब्रॉन्ज बताया, जर्मन सिल्वर बताया, मैंने ब्रास बताया, तो वो एग्जाम्पल जो है एलॉयज के अंदर आता है. लिक्विड इन सॉलिड सोल्यूशन, फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी मेक अमलगम ऑफ मर्करी विद जिंक, right? This is known as liquid in solid. Mercury is liquid, zinc is solid, right? When we make the amalgam of these two metals, it will become liquid in solid solution, right? Gas in solid solution, we will adsorb the gas on solid. For example, we have a solid nickel or platinum or palladium, and we adsorb, not absorb, adsorb hydrogen gas over these metals surface, so it will become gas in solid solution, right? Similar way, liquid solutions in which solvent is liquid, we will write solute, solvent and example. In the similar way, liquid solutions are of three types. Solvent will be liquid and solute it may be solid, liquid or gas. Solid in liquid solution, for example, sugar dissolved in water. This is solid solute, this is liquid solvent. So sugar in water, that is sugar solution, it is an example of solid in liquid solution. Liquid in liquid solution, right? Both the components are liquid. Alcohol in water, milk in water, right? Gas in liquid, for example, oxygen dissolved in water, carbon dioxide dissolved in water, we can say. This is the example. Now gaseous solution in which solvent is gas and solute may be any three, solid, liquid or gas, right? So solvent will be gas in gaseous solution. Now solid in gas solution. What is solid in gas? If solute is solid and solvent is gas. For example, iodine vapors in air. This is gas, this is solid. Or we can say chloroform in nitrogen gas. Chloroform is, right? No, this will not come here. Chloroform यहाँ पे नहीं आएगा, right? आयोडीन जो है ये solid form में है, ठीक है. आयोडीन जो हम लिख रहे हैं, आयोडीन इन सॉलिड. तो अगर हम सॉलिड इन गैस बता रहे हैं तो जैसे आयोडीन, ठीक है, वेपर इन एयर, ये हम यहाँ पे बता सकते हैं. लिक्विड इन गैस में क्या एग्जांपल बताएंगे? जैसे मॉइस्चर इन एयर, ये लिक्विड है तो ये गैस है, राइट? हम ये यहाँ पे बता सकते हैं लिक्विड इन एयर, राइट? या फिर हम क्लोरोफॉर्म इन नाइट्रोजन गैस, वो एग्जांपल हम यहाँ पे बता सकते हैं, राइट? सॉलिड इन गैस, ठीक है, सॉलिड इन गैस, इसका एग्जाम्पल जो है यहाँ पे आयोडीन वेपर्स इन एयर. अब गैस इन गैस में क्या बताएंगे? जैसे एयर जो है बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल है, जैसे ऑक्सीजन और नाइट्रोजन, एक सल्यूट होगा एक सॉल्वेंट होगा, राइट? तो ये हमने आपको टाइप्स ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस बताया. तो आज हम इस वीडियो लेक्चर को यहीं तक रखते हैं. तो आप इसको जो है केयरफुली जो है वॉच करेंगे और जहाँ डाउट आए वो आप पूछेंगे. ओके, थैंक यू एवरीवन.